much. Yesterday, Curtis talked about getting shots on net. Today, you have 48. I mean, how do you think your team's looks were today?
Well, it's definitely different. You saw that in the first 2 minutes. We had a good job getting screens, pucks through. We still got to work on. And I think really, as I said to the guys, like to the D men, it's all about the quick release. Don't look for the perfect shot. I'll worry about the forwards getting to the net. A lot of times I'll look up and not see a guy net front and just don't want to throw it on net without purpose. But we also have guys coming out of the corner, beating their men. Yeah, flash screens, tips, rebounds. So I thought we did a much better job, and I thought it was evident, especially right early on, and we were able to sustain it for the full game.
Yeah, obviously, Cole Moore day to day. You have Christian Stover step up big with a shutout yesterday, and then a big sweep win today. Mm-hmm. How big is that to have someone like that, back up, step up, and win games like that?
Yeah, Christian played really well. Was dialed in, obviously, as you said last night. Did terrific. Came in today. A couple of those goals there were screen goals, high tips, that are tough. We got to do a better job with box outs and tying up sticks on that. But, overall from Christian out, I was really happy. A lot of players played for us this weekend, contributed in a positive manner, and like I said, the group, they should feel good. Going into Christmas break, anytime you get 2 wins, heading in there, definitely it's a confidence booster and a opportunity for us to just reflect. We said like the season's so many highs and lows, and we're a 500 hockey club, and that's probably where we should be right now. But it gives us a benchmark into where we want to go the second half.
Hard-fought series like that, just how special is it to celebrate with that, the diamond cutter celebration for you and all the guys?
I think instead of the diamond cutter, they're happy that we delivered McDonald's in there for their postgame. So there's a bunch of quarter pounders, chicken nuggets, and French fries. So that's what you're probably hearing the hoot and hollering for in there. Off at and then obviously Scooter doing the diamond cutter, right? So it's it's good. They deserve it. It's been a long first half, challenging first half, as we said, like, with minimal amount of games and the way the schedule had rolled out, and but the guys have been so good. They've been dialed in, unbelievable leadership from the seniors and the leadership group. So credit to them, and now we gotta come back ready on the 26th and get ready to continue to hopefully build and peak at the right time.
Yeah, yesterday a slower start. Today you get the first 2 goals in under 3 minutes. Was that a message coming into the game, to lock in right away and, get after that puck?
Yeah, I told them, if you don't score 2 in the first, no. we just, it's funny how it goes. They hit the post, right? Yeah. Like I was saying to Buddy Powers, we were talking after the first, I said, funny how the game is. They come down, they hit the post, we go right down and score. They're a half an inch from us being down 1 early on to being up 2, right? So the game of hockey does that. It's always nice, though. Nice to get a lead, but like again, we talk about being resilient for 60-plus minutes. We bend, we don't break. And for our group, you're up 2-0, 2-1, majority of the game, 2-2. They score there. We go up 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. Like, it just never seems easy. Like, we got to learn to continue as a group to be able to separate, put teams away, off it. But what I found out so far that all our wins this year have come with exciting endings, and I would much rather not have so many of those. But I'm happy that we won, but I don't know if I can take too many more of those type of games.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it was 2-1, and then Pasadena takes the 5-minute major. How big was that for your penalty killers to, kind of kill that momentum that Northern had going into that?
Yeah, they did really good. Real good credit to our assistant coach, Curtis Carr. They made some adjustments. Real good job by Christian Stover and net. And for those guys, out there, we didn't give up a lot on the kill. We blocked a lot of pucks, had good clears off it. And, again, that was a big momentum builder for us as we got ready for the second.
You've mentioned throughout the last couple of weeks Brandon, a guy trying to kind of break into the lineup that's played well. Adam's a guy that gets onto the ice for the first time this year. How do you feel like he fared today in his first
half?
He
did great. Like I said, the one thing is we have 18 forwards here, and 9D, and up front when everybody's healthy, it's hard, and as I said to a lot of those guys, it's nothing they're doing, that's keeping them out. It's hard to sometimes manage that many and keep everybody, happy with ice time. That's hard. They're here to play hockey as well, right? But they've been such, good young men on that. You know, they haven't complained, and they're a tight group, and they're genuinely happy for each other, you know, off it. And, you know, obviously with Shank getting in there today, the guys were pretty excited for him. And, you know, he's put in a good, hard semester, and that's not easy to do, you know. So I give a lot of credit to those guys that have been in and out, because our success is based off of a whole group, not not one or two hockey players. So, you know, I was happy to see them contribute, be a positive impact in the game, and be able to experience a win.
And such a rewarding week. You get through exam week. You're not able to focus maybe the guys as much on hockey as you want to, because of course you got to prioritize academics. But as you look back, how do you feel like they kind of handled? It was a very busy week for them, and then a very huge series like this.
Yeah, we kept it really short, hour a day, hour 10, trying to keep them focused. You know, like kind of like their exams, they have a slot time for that. I just need you at the rink for 90 minutes and then check out. You know, kind of so. They were good. They came, they competed. And that's one nice thing about exam week for them, though. You know, you can't sit there all day and just, you know, study, worry about it. It allows them to kind of check out for a few hours, get a bit of a refresh, be with their buddies, grab a bite to eat, get a good sweat, good workout, and then go back to the books, right? So I sometimes think that that's an advantage to them.
Yeah, how big is it that now to have this break, 2 weeks, you know, just kind of rest up bodies and obviously still practice, but no games?
Yeah, well, they get a good break. I don't know, the date is, what's today? The 14th. So they get 12 days. So tomorrow they'll all take off, I'm sure, tomorrow or Monday, you know, and they get a good, 10 days at home and some family time. But as I encourage them to do is, you know, make sure that they're very thankful and show gratitude to people. You know, I encourage them to pick up the phone and call an old coach or an old teacher, someone that maybe at the time they didn't realize how much of an influence they had on them, and you know, bring some positivity out there. We live right now with so much negativity, and so for this group, I encourage them to go home, have some good family time, you know, continue to work on their game, their craft, and you know, just enjoy a little breather.
Yeah, Brody, you buried 2 tonight. How big is that, you know, in a 4-2 game, and, you know, just, you know, the hot start of the season, seven goals in the year?
Yeah, it's definitely nice, but I think a lot of credit goes to the guys I'm playing with. They're finding me in good spots, and making it pretty easy on me.
It seemed like, I mean, especially in shots on goals, really tilted towards the Falcons, but you know, a very tight one. What do you think Northern Michigan did to, you know, keep that one close?
I think we just need to kind of get in more high-danger scoring chances, maybe like a couple more cutbacks and taking stuff to the far post. I think we did a better job of that tonight than last night, but I think if we keep working on that, I think that'll really help us get on the scoreboard a bit more.
Yeah, Villy, you get a goal early on in the game, 2 goals early for the Falcons in like the first 2 minutes. How big of a boost was it to score that quickly?
Oh, it's always big, just to get the crowd going, kind of set off the right tone right off the hop, get the game moving. But we still got to work on how we follow that up. There was a little down period on it after, but it was a good start, definitely. It was a good start.
Yeah, Quinn Emerson yesterday in the post-game press conference talked a lot about how the team had to play better. Was that kind of the message going into today's game and those first 2 goals that quick?
Yeah, definitely. The boys came out. We wanted to set the tone right away because we knew this was going to be a big game, going into the break with a sweep. It's a huge difference to go into the break with a sweep or a split. So we wanted to set the tone right away, and we managed.
Bit of a tough spot without Tommy, too, there, Brody, and then you had the major penalty. How did you feel you guys kind of worked your way through that and held them off the scoreboard, at least for that 5-minute?
Yeah, that was definitely a huge kill by for Killers, for sure. They had an opportunity to change the way the game went, and I think we did a great job of shutting them down, kind of holding the blue line and blocking shots. And Stove played great, so I think that kill helped us a lot to win tonight.
Yeah, this can be for either one of you, but it seemed like the physicality, I mean, the emotions kind of the series were rising, especially as time went on in that third period. How did you guys kind of have to keep yourself grounded and make sure to avoid kind of any unnecessary penalties coming down the stretch of that game?
I mean, it comes with the game. These games, everybody's very amped up to these games. It's college hockey. Everybody's it's the best thing on earth, right? So, but like you said, we have to make sure that we keep an even keel on every single situation, whatever the case may be. Like if it's a big hit, if it's maybe a little bit of a scuffed play, whatever. But but I think our coaching staff does a really nice job, like on the bench, keeping us in check.
Is there some excitement that you're going into this short break with 6 points, but is it more like you wish you could come back a little sooner, or are you kind of excited to have the break and then kind of build off this going into that RIT game?
Well, just like this time of year, I think it's nice for everyone to get back with their families for a little bit. We got guys from all over the world, so everyone get a chance to see their family for a short period of time. And I think getting 6 points and coming back here is huge for us. We really want to take the next step, and I think this is we're on the right path to take the next step. So really happy with how this weekend went.